piggyback on Midnight's Edge today, but I decided this would be more appropriate. I'm making a new soup recipe, so I've got to watch the stove so it doesn't boil over. But while I'm sitting here waiting for this thing to cook, and maybe you guys can come with me, I'm going to talk about a story or a non-story that Bry Constantino, who looks like he's addicted to soy, among other things, posted at the at the website Epic Stream. All right, first off, I want to talk about how I turned down. It is boiling and it looks really good. First off, I want to talk about knee-jerk reactions. So Daisy Ridley had a meeting with Kennedy. A certain person on Twitter decided to jump on it and scream that Kennedy was never going anywhere, and that I don't know what else. Okay, I'm done with this shit. Okay, it's like the internet, and especially Twitter, is the Pandora's box of humanity's bullshit. Okay, the problem is this: we don't know what the meeting was about. It doesn't mean actually anything. Okay, it is literally a meaningless thing to. First off, it's not a story. All right, Daisy worked for her. Daisy did a job. Kennedy was in London, which is, gee, I wonder what she's doing there. Really? Oh yeah, helping produce Indy 5, which I'm going to get into that one too, because I'm really pissed off right now. And I'm literally like, I don't understand. There's a group of people. Hey, Pope, Chewbacca. Yeah, I do. I do. Cool. There's literally people out there that need things to be shitty and immediately jump on any shitty story they can find to make themselves feel better, to prove their point, because they always have to be right, and because they want attention. For instance, the person that retweeted the story and was, I'm right! You know, not somebody you can have a discussion with about anything. You have to bow down and kiss the ring and say, you're right, you're always right, we're all a bunch of idiots, especially for white blonde women. Okay? No. What the first off, the story is stupid. Who gives a fuck? I mean, Kennedy had to talk to John Boyega for crying out loud after the racist shit happened. Okay? Hey, Jonathan, I'm fine. I'm just a little bit ticked off right now. So, does this story mean anything? No. It doesn't mean Kennedy's back. It doesn't mean she's still there. So, to the people who think she is through the story, fuck off. Okay? Take a chill pill. Relax. Okay? Calm down. You don't have an excuse. Okay? Do not sit there and say, yeah, but. There's no yeah, but. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Let me repeat. Calm the down. All right? And the reason why I say this is you're not helping, okay? You're not helping. If you need attention, write something nice. Well, you know, It's a story, Troy. Ridley met with Kennedy, and certain people decided to run with it. Regardless what the meeting was about, maybe they were shopping. Maybe they were talking about a different project. Maybe they were just meeting because they're actually friends. I don't know, okay? But it's not a story to freak out about. But again, we live in the day of the internet and Twitter, the Pandora's box of humanity's bullshit. And every bullshit human being who needs attention runs with crap like that. And again, they desperately need this to be true so they can pat themselves on the back and say they're right. Okay? And I'm not just talking about this person. I'm talking about a lot. Okay? Let's talk about Indy 5. Pictures of a Roman boat with guys and you're right, Toadster. With guys in like pretty bad period costumes. Not really. I mean, if you're gonna do a time travel thing, it just doesn't come across to me when I looked at the pictures from Indy 5 of just the guys dressed like Greek hoplite soldiers, and you have the Romans that you've got a time travel thing. It doesn't look like it, doesn't feel like that. Especially since you see Harrison Ford in a parachute harness. And the idiot with him, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, okay? Do I think there's time travel? No, I don't. Do I think that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is getting the whip in the head? No, I don't. Do I think they're going to kill off Indy? No! You know, for once in our lives, we need to shut our mouths. We need to think about who we're talking to and sit back and think, would this really make any sense? Looking at what James Mangold is saying. All right, again, I don't know what Harrison Ford did to a lot of these people. You know, the fact that he gets an untoward, unimaginative pile of shit every time he shows up is unfucking believable to me. Now maybe it's they actually believe the shit about him hating Han Solo. Not true. He has never said that. He has said, I don't know where the character is going to go from here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, you know, to George. And, you know, you got that idiot, you know, Larry Kasdan trying to, you know, give Harry what he wanted, and in The Empire Strikes Back, and then in Return of the Jedi, George wouldn't have it, and I agree with George. We don't need to see big characters like Han Solo killed. Okay, doesn't work, and it didn't work. All right. First off, if they were gonna do it, that wasn't the way to do it. You know, Chris Gore is right. He got a villain's death. Okay, but this isn't them doing that. This isn't J.J. Abrams. Larry Kasdan is nowhere to be seen. Now, did James Mangold kill off Wolverine? Yes. Did he have a choice? We're not privy to what the studio wanted. We're not privy to what was written down. Was he given a script and said, there you go? I don't know. I don't know the background of that. But I do know Harrison Ford would not come back to this franchise if they were going to kill off Indy. Okay. Again, you gotta watch who's walking in and telling you stories. Okay? Because until we see a trailer, nothing is true. As far as I'm concerned, when I looked at the pictures, all the pictures in chronological order, I saw what looked to be, to me, like a movie being filmed in Indy parachuting into the middle of it. Okay? That's what it looked like to me. Is it Flashback, he's not wearing the little dots on his face. He was wearing the dots on his face up in England when they were filming outside that castle. And he was with Toby Jones, okay? Oh, it was just a story epic stream put up there. You see the thumbnail. And this guy named Brian Constantino decided to write about it. And it doesn't look like it was anything. And some of the more diehard people out there who live to be angry and live to have their blood pressure way up decided, hey, Mexican Iron Man decided to come in and basically put their uneducated 2 cents in. Okay, it was Daisy Ridley and Kennedy. And go look at the thumbnail of this. Hey, Maze. Hey, Mike is here too. I don't want to talk about this today. But I'm so sick of the anger. And then we've got, just because a bunch of, you can't tell from BTS pictures, from behind the scenes, what the story's going to be. You can't! Stop it! All right, Indiana Jones 5. Why don't we wait for a trailer until we decide we're going to hate it? And stop giving Harrison Ford shit. Okay? All right? Yes, Maze is right, and Craig was right. Okay, I'm so sick of it. It hurts my heart. We're smarter than this. Aren't we? All right? I let my emotions run away with me when I get pissed off. All right? I really do. And, well, I don't give a shit if they showed pictures of Phoebe the bitch. She looks like she actually parachuted without a parachute, holding on to Indy into something. Now, I want to ask you a question. How do you do that in time travel? Because all that shit was together. Okay? I don't get it. I do not think there's going to be any time travel in this. What I do think is they're looking for something, and something happened with an airplane. They jumped out, she held on for dear life, and they landed in the middle of a sword and sandal epic being filmed. I will bet you $1,000 on that. Okay? I will bet you $1,000. And as far as rumors, watch where they're coming from. I've already warned people. There's a group within the fandom on the edges who really want this to crash and burn because they want to see people miserable. Okay? Junkman is one of them, but he's part of that crowd. All right? You need to verify where these are coming from before you say a word. Any of this, I'm looking at the pictures, I look at the rumor, I look at the pictures and say bullshit. I look at what James Mangold said. Why would he lie? All right? But I have faith in the guy. He's made some pretty goddamn good movies. All right? Now, let's go further. Let's talk about Kevin Feige. Well, that depends on what Disney said she could do with this. And I do believe that Bob Chapek said, you need to rein it in. And I really believe that. I really, really do. Especially since all the stuff that we've heard about especially since all the stuff that we've heard from the fact that Scarlett Johansson, she backed out of the lawsuit, and that, oh God, was it small screen basically posted comments that he made about Iger or Chapek, and it looks like from the outside that their debate is over. Now, is Feige going to back off? No. The house smells really good, by the way. Probably not yet. It's probably going to be after we're going to see more shit when Shang-Chi fails. I mean, I watched the trailer and I was like this. You know, it just looks so stupid. And I'm like, is that Angelina Jolie? What the fuck is she doing in this movie? You know, that's where Feige will make his final mistake. Okay, just because he kissed Chapek's ring doesn't mean he's probably gonna try one more time. All right. As far as what does this mean for the Disney Civil War, I think there's basically an armistice. Okay. And within the next few weeks, I don't know when it is, but they're going to have the shareholders meeting for the third quarter. So we get to hear about that. It should be pretty soon. I will get to see what's going on there, but I think Chapek, for the most part, is pretty much kind of gathering his troops and consolidating his power, and he's going forward. Okay. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know what is going to happen here. I don't know what the next step is going to be. But that statement Feige made was a breakthrough. Okay. And it was a big deal. It was a BFD. Okay. It says a lot about where I think Disney thinks they're going to be. Okay. This is a very big deal. And I am very much looking forward to seeing where this is going to go, because if Feige, gets rolled under the bus tires, another woke person bites the dust. And to the people who think Daisy Ridley meeting with Kathy Kennedy means anything, Kennedy's already out the door. Okay? She doesn't have to be on the set of Indy 5 to be one of the producers. Her husband's very much capable of handling all that. And they have somebody else. He basically said, gave Chapek a lot of seemingly complimentary remarks, and basically was like, yeah, he's very creative, la la la. Now, those could be backhanded too. Okay. You just gotta look at it the way that he might be looking at it. Okay. That is a thing to watch. But the thing about it is we have got a lot going on here. Okay. And we don't really know where a lot of the people that need to leave out Lucasfilm are standing right now. I haven't heard anything from Hal Hickel. It's like hi buddy. He's a hot frog. In fact, I'm gonna put him in his. Good boy. He went right into his house. We don't know where they are. It seems like their Twitter is pretty much melted into the background. But again, sometimes it comes out. Now remember what happened with Star Wars Theory. Okay. Gotta watch, because we don't know. Okay. But does the meeting with Daisy Ridley, and Resting Bitch Face mean anything? No, it's meaningless. It's meaningless. All right. And I'm sick and tired of rage porn every time I wake up and, you know, and it's always that same circle of people who will not be happy, no matter what. I don't know why. This is just the way it is. Okay, this is absolutely just the way it is, and it is too bad. Okay, but you know, again, it's the internet and the fact that a lot of stuff gets a lot of people get caught up in anger, emotion, and you know, it's too bad. It's sad, but that's the way it is. That is the way it is. Okay. So anyway, I kind of wanted to put that out there and talk about that. And you know, I think we've got a lot going on here. You know, I don't. Here's what's, and here's about Indy 5. After seeing the pictures of Harrison Ford and Toby Jones in England, and the de-aging marks on their faces, or at least on Harry's, I think that that's going to be a flashback. Do I think there's going to be any time travel? No, I don't. I don't. I could be wrong, but when I looked at the parachute is a dead giveaway that it's not. Okay. You know, and I caution people, when you hear a rumor and it's from someone that you've never talked to before, you probably shouldn't. You probably should go, okay, I'm going to put you there. I'm not going to make a video. I am not falling for it, because there's disinformation intentionally put out there to hurt the YouTuber, okay? All right? It is. And there are people out there who want to attack us. I think they had Andor, and I think Andor is going to come in right after Boba Fett. And I think Kenobi's going to be next summer and then go into the fall. And then I think Mandalorian 3 is going to come in later. Okay. And, I want to do my over-under. I don't think we're actually going to hear anything. You know, we've got less than a week now till the hard date. And then we've got until the 31st. All right. You know, they could have already solved it before she went to England. But I think we would have heard something, not from Mike Sutton and not from any of Doomcock's contacts. I think we would have seen Variety, Deadline, Hollywood Reporter. It would have been in the trade rags. And my theory is, if she gets an extension, it's only going to be to finish Indy 5, and then she'll get her float, she'll get her parade down Main Street, USA, and a ton of money. She'll get a bunch of bullshit awards, and then we'll all say, sayonara. And that's it. That's it. Okay. That's what I think. It's really interesting to me watching this and how different it was 3 years ago. But the fact that it wasn't a press release, it was an announcement from her side. Okay? And let me remind you guys, if there was a release, if they actually did it, they might have done the same thing. Something is different here. Okay? Because it wasn't Disney who put the press release, who put it out there. It was Kennedy's people. If you remember. Now, I could shut this off in, 10, 15 minutes, and we'll have some horrible news. But I don't think so. And the reason is, we haven't heard anything. Okay? Nothing. And again, they might not have the guts enough to do it. They did it last time. But they might not have the guts enough to do it this time. And like I said to Cameron today, when I was in the Midnight Edge chat, I do believe, and Mike, I don't know if you heard this or not, if you're still here. Let me get back to you on that if I remember, okay? Remind me. We've talked about the that big conference call and the it was basically ended up being a food fight between Lucasfilm England and Lucasfilm California back in this early summer 2018. And Craig talked about it like that mid to late June. Okay, hold on to that. Grace Randolph also talked about it. Okay, so I know it was true. John Lasseter was sitting in as a silently listening to this. So was Kevin Feige, and Iger wanted them there. I have a theory, and I want Mike to hear this. That, oh, by the way, can you send me another email? I dumped a lot of emails and yours went, so please. Anyway, I'll send you an email explaining what happened. I think Iger wanted Lasseter to take her place. And what I think happened was she got wind of it and he got unceremoniously canned over nothing. Okay, nothing. All it was innuendo. That's it. The story probably wasn't true. But he made an apology and then he was gone. But I think because of his experience with Lucasfilm before, because history of Pixar was created by Lucasfilm, by George Lucas and the guys. It was sold to Steve Jobs and Mac and Apple sold it to Disney. Okay. Lasseter had been there the entire time and went with the company each time it went. It was sold. Okay. So, I think that he was picked by Iger to maybe be the front runner to take over Lucasfilm. And before all this crap happened, and they said he went on this sabbatical. I'm like, he's getting ready to take over Lucasfilm. And then all this bullshit, these stories came out. I think he was, and I think she set him up. Okay? I think she got wind of it and set him up. All right? And as far as the Anthony Ingruber thing from yesterday, basically one of the guys who's talking about it and confronting him, I think Anthony went after him, and the guy's like, okay, this is all fake. These are very fake. When you look at the tweets and you look at the messages, they're not him. So somebody was trying to set him up too. Now, was it somebody in gaming? I don't know, because he does a lot of VO work in gaming. Was it somebody at Lucasfilm? You know, my spidey sense, and I talked to Cameron about it. My spidey sense says it was somebody at Lucasfilm. Because you got to remember, a lot of those guys, Pablo, etc., have connections everywhere. Yeah, the guy said something to him. He said something back. Anthony said something back. The guy apologized and then deleted the thread. Okay? So it was nipped in the bud, and the guy that was posting it, it looks to me like he had 2 fake accounts. What's interesting is there was another accusation, but it was on Tumblr from May. And during May, Anthony Ingruber was in England, so-called doing a MOPAC and not talking to anybody. I have a theory, and if this was a setup, by some angry, awful Aaron Yuck fan at Lucasfilm. Here's the deal. Pablo has been accused of a lot of things. Most of them are true. Why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't he? Again, I am very knee-jerk reaction about him. But I have seen the damage that this guy's done, and nothing that would happen like that would shock me. Anyway, I gotta go. I need to get a workout in, and I'm gonna slow down the pot of soup. I made Tuscan roasted garlic soup. It looks pretty good. I gotta put the bulk sausage that I browned in the soup, and I gotta put some cream in it, and then I'm just gonna let it sit and stay warm while I work out. Anyway, and I gotta go, in fact, I think I should probably go see my horse before I do anything. Do the soup, and then I'll go see my horse, because I gotta take care of her and make sure her eye is okay. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. See you around the galaxy, and whatever. Okay, that's my opinion. Whatever. Talk to y'all later.